Hello and welcome to my first ever live stream. I haven't had much sleep at all. I woke up at 4 a.m. but here I am. We're doing this. Let's go. Hi everyone in the chat. Thank you for joining. It's probably gonna be a long night. I'm not gonna lie. If you can stay with me throughout, fair enough. I'm not even sure that I'm gonna make it through the whole night myself, by the way. But yeah, let's do this. Just get your questions in and I'll try and answer as many as possible. You should be able to see my team currently. This is where we're at. So we've had a couple of hello fantasy football wildcard. Any news on Harry? Any news on Harry Kane, Haaland, and any news on Kane starting? Yeah, I saw something about this. I saw that he wasn't training. I mean, his last tweet was 8 hours ago, and he put, "I can't wait for the journey to get started with a boxing glove." An hour ago, Bayern posted first training session for Harry Kane, Lima, and Sane. Sane is not at Galatasaray, apparently. Okay. There's been a lot of this, hasn't there? Jumping around. Players signing players, but them not going, and then, I don't actually know what's going on. I don't know if Sane is going to actually play. I'm not too sure if he's going to be a decent option, to be fair. I would definitely stay away from Sane, actually. I would definitely stay away from Sane, actually. Yes, let's take a look at my team. My team hasn't really changed, actually, since the team reveal that I put up in the week. I mean, at the moment, I've got Ustari. He is in the opening match at 1 o'clock. He's that I really can't watch that. I seriously can't watch that. If I stay up that long, I might sleep for like 2 days. Ustari is in goal at the moment. Armani, both super cheap. It's something that I mentioned in the video, that I don't really like going for mid-priced options or expensive options. Although there are some good options some good goalkeeping options in general. I just think there's so many good budget options in the game in general that, I just think you should go for it. Let's have a look through some of these comments. Yes, follow your head and not the crowd. Hello. Who do I prefer, Ad or Dan? I don't like them both, really. I just pretend to like them. No, that is quite a tough question. I don't think I can pick between them. I love them both. We are basically a very weird family. Not that weird. Yeah, I can't pick between Ed and Dan, so sorry. Sorry if you wanted to start a war there, but I'm not falling for that. Hi, Ladybug TV, Up All Night, Club World Cup, and UFC from Gary. I mean, where do you live, Gary? Because if you're in the UK, what time did you wake up this morning? I'm assuming you didn't wake up as early as me. I mean, although I would love to stay up all night and watch the Club World Cup, probably at UFC as well. Who do I think starts in the Bayern attack? Yes, who do I think starts in the Bayern attack? I personally think, so if we head over to... No, we don't need to head over to Fantasy Football Community just yet. I do think it's a bit mixed, isn't it? It's hard to get a gauge on who is going to start for Bayern, because the first game is Auckland, and I mean, I think we're all expecting it to be a cricket score, aren't we? Which should happen. We're talking about a pub team. I know I've said that loads of times, but this is what we're kind of getting from Auckland. So I do think that there's going to be lots of goals regardless of the lineup. I do think that Company could probably play any lineup and win well. But I also think they've had it just feels they've had a couple of weeks off now, haven't they? The Bayern players. I personally think there's been a lot of rumours, hasn't there, about who's going to start. I think Kane will start. I think Elise will start. And then it's a case of who plays on the left wing. I think it's pretty much Coman or Gnabry. There's been a bit of seesaw between them in predicted lineups, but I think one of the latest predicted lineup I saw was that Coman was going to start. So I'd assume that I think it was a very good Bayern account actually that posted that out. Let me just have a quick look because I'm pretty sure that so Bayern and Germany at Mir San Mir. That's it. It's a really good source. Training. Just bear with me. I will find this predicted lineup because I know a lot of people haven't seen it. God, they tweet a lot. The new Bayern shirt's out apparently. I'm not too sure what to make of that shirt. Talking of shirts, I've got the Napoli shirt on. You can see the other ones that I put in my poll today. Love that shirt, by the way. Not that one. That one. There you go. Yeah. Hi, Jack. Yeah, that's obviously, it's weird trying to stream and point at stuff. Everything's left and right. So that's Netherlands home kit from last season. I bought that because of Dumfries, because obviously legend. The Italian kit there, I pretty much bought because I like Serie A and I love the kit. And obviously, would it be that way? It's not that way. It's that way. Messi is over there. I just really like the Argentina kit. I think my favourite kit is obviously this. Obviously, you don't want to hear about my kits all night. But yeah, apart from Scott McTominay, which it really bugged me at the end of the Serie A season. Good evening, Callie or Colwell in my thoughts for Alex Tal. Hi, Danny. Callie or Colwell, I don't know how nailed Callie is for Juventus. I don't think they want to sell him, don't they? I'm going to answer questions while I look for the Bayern predicted lineup, by the way. I haven't forgotten. So there was rumours that Callie did join permanently, and then he basically they want to get rid of him, don't they? So they want to get rid of him now. So I'm assuming that I'm not too. It's difficult with Juventus because they've got quite a lot of centre backs, haven't they? I know Bremer. I think Bremer's in the squad. I think Gatti. Love Gatti. I think he's back. I doubt he's going to be playing every match. Vega is back at Chelsea, but Chelsea really aren't fussed about playing him. So I think personally, I think the safest. Hi, FPL Aguero. Yeah, I think the safest option in the Juventus defence is Kalulu. I had him in Serie A fantasy, of which I finished first in the UK. Come on. Sorry about that. That was an awkward brag. But Kalulu should start. He seems like he is the safest option of the bunch. Di Gregorio too. Obviously, if you, I think Di Gregorio is quite cheap, isn't he? How much is Di Gregorio? I'm pretty sure he's like 5.2 million. I don't know how I don't know this because I've pretty much looked at every single price about 1 million times. Only because of that too. Yeah, he's 5.3 million. I think that's fine. Like I personally, like I said, I personally prefer the cheap goalkeepers. I tend to do it in UCL fantasy as well. What's the reading for? Tell us to like and subscribe. Yes. Thank you, Fantasy Football God. Please tell you guys to like and subscribe. So do that. You can't tell this is my first ever stream, can you? So thank you for... Yeah, thanks for those in the chat. Thanks for the comments. Please like and subscribe. I'm pretty sure I surpassed 100 subs since launching yesterday. I haven't checked since. I think that's good. So yeah, everyone that's obviously subscribed already, really do appreciate that. So yeah, keep subbing, keep liking. So what's the reason for double into defence? So this isn't set, by the way. I have about 20 hours until the deadline. It feels like that anyway. So, I mean, this was my original team from my team reveal, and to be quite honest, I haven't found much justification to go off this. Now, there's an argument for defence. I think you could look at every single defence from every single draft that anyone makes and question it, because defenders just aren't great. We also don't know who's going to play, right? Like, there's so many comments all over X. Is he going to play? Some people picking apart drafts, saying, is your differential going to play, or is he going to play? When in fact we don't know who's going to play. I think everyone's at risk. Some less than others. I think the South American teams are going to take this quite seriously, so I wouldn't expect any rotation there. It's the European teams that you're going to get rotation in. So, to answer your question, the stream is down. Can someone tell me if the stream is still up and running, because for Fantasy Football Wildcard it's still down. Ignore me. Okay. I missed your question. You missed mine, Lewis. The rest of my team is the same as yours. It's not. Okay, that's good. Can you just ask your question again, Diego? But to go back to your other question about the inter-double defence, while I look for your question, Diego. So in terms of the inter-defence, I do think that doubling up is a good idea. Because Chivu is I think I said this in my team before. Chivu is a defensive-minded coach. I'm pretty sure he used to be a defender. I'm pretty sure he loves the back three. And I'm pretty certain that he will want to find some sort of consistency with the back three before the season. Inter will be gunning for Serie A next season. There's no doubt about that. They won't really... Napoli were good. They were a good side last season, but I just think if Inter didn't rotate as much as they did, I think they could have won that. But I think they hedged the bets in the Champions League and Serie A, and dropped the ball. But yeah, I do like Pavard. Please say he's under 5% owned. Please say he's still under 5%. Oh, he's 2.9%. Benjamin Pavard. So, I mean, he is the cheapest route into the defence, as I mentioned in my team reveal. Can someone just let me know if my sound is too loud or if it's fine? So just put fine if it's fine. No one's saying anything. Sounded fine. Cheers. Yes. So yeah. To your point, actually, instead of Trent Alexander-Arnold, I have Fran. Yeah. So it's funny you should mention that, actually, because if you're in the chat and you're watching, please get your comments in or just say hi. Hello. Because I'd like to know I'd also love to know who's actually come to see me. Is that right? There's 26 watching. That's good. That's really good. That's fine. 28 now. Welcome to extra people. Yeah, so, finally you got your own channel. You got so much knowledge about football outside the UK, more than most. Keep going. Yeah, thank you, Daniel. Really appreciate that. It's been a plan of mine for some time. I've been working on YouTube for a long time now. In terms of graphics, actually, I wasn't supposed to. I don't know who knows this and who doesn't. I was actually supposed to launch. Before around July and August for the Champions League. Actually, a lot of my really good graphics are prepared for the Champions League. You can see you'll see that my branding and stuff is Champions League, and that that's a sign that I was going to launch for the Champions League, and FPL. But this came up. I was working on other projects as well, so I've got some other stuff going on. but I just thought, right, I'm gonna throw everything at it and try and launch for Club World Cup Fantasy, because I really enjoy these type of competitions. Like, people who are in the chat probably know that, the likes of Euros, the World Cup Fantasy, those that are listeners to the pod, stuff like that. I am big on these sort of competitions, so it was a good time to launch, I think. It's off season for some. For me, it's not. It's pretty busy still, just with Club World Cup stuff. So I decided to launch. So I appreciate the comments on that. I think there was a couple of mistakes in the first video, but I'm largely happy with how it went. Yeah, hi Devoir. I know you're a follower of mine on X. Do I recommend that, or should I? Yeah, so just to go back to the original comment. So looking at my draft, there was a mention of Trent, and there was a mention of a shower. Now, yes, in fact, there was a kind of. There was a situation where I was going to so basically, sorry, I was checking some settings. There was looking at my team on paper now, I think it looks good. I like the Porto double up. It allows funds. That first game is a bit dodgy, isn't it, against Palmeiras, but 8.3 million for two double Moras are back. Trent is a concern, but I mean, you could probably say that about every other player, right? Most players that I have in my team hold some risk, I suppose. You can go through every single player. There's probably maybe a little bit of doubt there. Some maybe not. But so yeah, just going back to Trent, he costs a lot. He's 6.4 million. A shower is 4.7 million. The reason why I considered selling those two was because I have Ustari in goal, and I prefer to have Ustari than a shower. I prefer to have a shower. I love that name. I prefer to have Ustari than a shower, and I don't really want them facing each other in particular. I'm not particularly happy about it. So but I really like a shower. I'm pretty sure he's like He's Al Ali's main threat, set pieces, fantastic form. Inter Miami have conceded like 16 goals in 15 in the last 5 matches, which it's quite frankly awful, which does pose the question, why do I have Ustari? But going back to answer that again, he's 4 million. I don't really want to spend money elsewhere. I mean, I could sell Trent and upgrade Ustari, but I mean, it's quite boring, that, isn't it? A couple of questions. How do you feel about Messi 12th man? Yeah, so originally Messi was going to be my 12th man, but the only reason he isn't, and I think Messi could do well tonight, by the way. The only reason he isn't my 12th man is because of basically chip strategy. I've gone for max captain with obviously uncertainty around captaincy. And also uncertainty around who will score more out of Elise and Kane. I think it's a good time to use the max cap. I don't mind the thought of using it in the final, but then I look back at the Champions League final and I captained Hakimi, and I would always go for a defender in the final, and a defender kind of usually scores the most amount. Maybe that's Champions League and not Club World Cup Fantasy, but I'd convinced you of Max Captain on the pod. No, I was 12th man for a bit, and then I'm pretty sure it was me who said to Ad that I was Max Captain. It doesn't really matter. Ad is also good at fantasy games. Sometimes better than me, believe it or not. Not because I'm so good, but because it's Ad, isn't it? Your Ad. Fantasy Football Wildcard is Ad. No. You are not Ad. Are you ad? Please don't be ad. I've been tricked. Hi, Ben. Hi, Dan. Hi, Dan. You alright, mate? Bit late for you. Oh my god, Fantasy Football Wildcard is ad. I've been tricked. I've been bamboozled. Someone tell Marcin to get that gif out. Someone tell him. Dan, you probably like my team because I've got a starry, right? I imagine you like my team because I've got an MLS player in. Is he the only MLS player that I've got in? Hi, Ad. Why didn't you just come as Ad instead of Fantasy Football Wildcard? Daniel is also Ad. Great. Ad, there's too many ads. Please don't be Ad, Daniel. Yeah. So, yeah. Thanks, Dan. How are you looking, Dan? Anyway, how's your team? I don't have another YouTube account. Yeah, but just get an account and call it Ad, you know? So I know it's you. You've majorly tricked me here, haven't you? Ed, what's your team? Send me your team on X so I can have a look at your team. Arrascator for a shower. Yeah, so Diego, that is a good shout actually because that was one of the moves I was considering. Arrascator for a shower and Ustari for Di Gregorio. Yeah. To be fair, Arrascator was one of the players that I was thinking of getting rid of. Arrascator for a shower and Ustari for Gregorio. I don't have the budget for that. You'll copy me. Last person I copy, Ad. I don't think anyone's going to copy you. Sorry. Where's Dan anyway? Not you, Dan. Pod Dan. Nobody asked who my favourite Dan is because I can't answer that either. Was it you, Ad, who... was it you, Ad, who asked me who my favourite was between Ad and Dan? I forgot. Surely it wasn't you. Was it you? That's naughty, that. Lots of similar picks. Don't think I'm going with Starry. Miami defense has burned me one too many times in MLS. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, that was you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I haven't got a favourite. You've both... pretty annoying, to be fair, in your own different ways. Dan takes half an hour to set up technically on a pod, and you just watch golf during a whole episode, so I don't know what's more annoying. Yes, so lots of similar picks. Yeah, it's because I have Garcia instead of Trent, because Garcia... I do like Garcia. I had Garcia in an original draft. I just really like the upside of Trent. Trent's numbers. Let's have a look at Trent. Trent is Trent, but what are his numbers past few? I don't think they're good. 3 goals, 6 assists for Liverpool. Okay, he wasn't fantastic last season. 3 goals and 4 assists the season before that in 23-24. Are we overrating Trent here? Are we overrating Trent? 22-23, that was his best season, wasn't it? 2 goals and 9 assists. No, it can't be. 21-22. 2 goals and 12 assists. That's more like it. Yeah, so in terms of Trent's numbers, he didn't... I know he scored against Leicester. He scored against Villa. Assist against Ipswich. Goal against Accrington. Yeah, I mean, it's tough because... who else is... Sorry, are you going to show your final team here? Yeah, Michael, I am. I'm gonna. It's not gonna. I don't think it'll look too different from this, to be honest. I just need to kind of rethink my goalkeeper. I already just sent you my team on Axe. Keep up the good work. EFL Fantasy Josh, where did you send me that team, mate? Ad sent me his team. Let's have a look at Ad's team. Why have you got? Why have you got so many Al Ali players, Ad? Why have you got a triplet of Al Ali? Surely that's not your team. No, that's not your team. No, that's not your team. Stop lying. It's definitely not your team, Ad. Surely not. Unless you've changed chip strategy, but even then, that's a weird team. Sorry, Ad. You know that though, surely. Yeah, someone sent me the team. Let's have a look. Okay, Josh. Yeah, just have a look at Josh's team. I don't know what your chip strategy. I do like Agahauer from Port. I think he's like 4.2 million, isn't he? Glock. Oh, don't get me started on Glock. I really don't like Glock as an option, Josh. I don't think he's got pans anymore either. So, yeah, I'm not a massive fan of Glock. I used to be back in the days when he was good. I think he's still quite young, Glock, isn't he? I think he's like 20. How old is Glock actually? Sorry, his age is completely irrelevant. It's 21. Yeah, his output has been a bit hit and miss. I think he had an overall good Austrian Bundesliga though. 10 goals, 5 assists. I mean, that's fine. Is he around 6 million? I think the bottom line is I don't really trust Salzburg. Do not trust Salzburg at all. Wild card. Ad, change that team. Please change that team, Ad. Don't play with that team. Don't start with that team. That's not his team anyway. Yes, I do like Hakimi. It's a tough first fixture for PSG though. Ryerson, he's a good player. I'm not massively keen on Ryerson. I can't tell you why either. I'm not too sure. He's never really been that reliable. Obviously, a lot of the team is template, isn't it? Armani, Haaland, Trent, Agahau is a nice little cheap option. You've got Mbappe 12th man, which is really handy because Real Madrid could probably score 3 or 4 goals in the first 3 matches. Guerrero, always struggle with that name. The Arrascaeta, I do like Arrascaeta. Everyone seems to have Arrascaeta in their draft. Everyone seems to have Arrascaeta in the draft. And I've got FOMO. What to do? Yeah, so sorry, Josh. Your team is really good, actually. I really like it overall. I'm not too sure on Glock. That would be my only kind of critique there. Dumfries is fine. Mastantuono. Yeah, I wonder what Mastantuono's ownership is going to be in this game. I mean, it seems like it's kind of crazy, right? Yeah, if you can't get hold of me on chat, just post your team just post your team on X on my my latest post because people are tagging me on loads of stuff at the same time in teams and stuff. So I am trying to. I've just seen a tweet. Chido is expected to start Kalulu, Gatti and Kali in defence. Well, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised at that. Kalulu just reinforced that Kalulu is the best option. So, yeah, Diego, I've just had I'm just going to accept your message now because I am aware you can't really send your teams through on the chat. So, if you want to just send them through X, that's also fine. Okay, Diego, just looking at your team now, you've got the same goalkeeper rotation as me, which is good. I mean, I'm still questioning Ustari, to be fair. I do like Garcia. I like Francisco Mora because I've got him. I like your back line is basically the same as mine, to be fair, apart from Garcia over Trent. Arrascaeta again. That would be the sacrifice, wouldn't it? Trent To get Arrascaeta, I would have to get Trent. Just look at Arrascaeta's fixtures. Just have a look at his fixtures. Why is it showing goalkeepers? What is happening? Why is it only showing? Why is it showing? Okay. Reverting back for a sec. Arrascaeta, yeah. So let me just look at Arrascaeta a little bit more. Arrascaeta. I mean, to be fair, Arrascaeta was in a lot of my articles over at Fantasy Football Community. He was in my best budget picks. I think he was also in top picks. He's also in quite a lot of team reveals. If you want team reveals, by the way, you can head over to Fantasy Football Community. We've just posted a load of experts' team reveals in there. That's so weird. Am I not spelling Arrascaeta right? What is going on? He seems to have vanished completely off the map. It's not River Plate, is it? Someone tell me who Arrascaeta plays for. Someone tell me who Arrascaeta plays for. Is it Flamengo? Why don't I know this? I should know this. It's Flamengo. Yes. Yeah, so Arrascaeta, he obviously plays in the number 10. I do really like Palmeiras, actually. Palmeiras they're in good form, aren't they? 5-0, 1-0, 2-0, 4-2. So they're scoring quite a lot of goals. Was I put off by their first fixture? No, it's Esperance. They are going to absolutely batter Esperance, Flamengo. They are, aren't they? Yeah, okay. Yeah, so it's just Chelsea Matchday 2 I don't like, isn't it, for Arrascaeta? I think that's why I didn't like him, because I'm wildcarding in Matchday 3, and that's why I didn't go for Arrascaeta, and I also don't want to book in transfers just in case there's absolute carnage after the first round. Who is Fantasy Football Scout? Who are you this evening? Are you Scott? Are you Tom? Please state your name. Yeah, Flamengo, yeah. That's it. Plays Chelsea Matchday 2. This was my major concern with Arrascaeta. I do really like him. I think he's playing for a good club. I do actually rate the South American teams in the summer. I do think there just seems to be something about the South American teams that makes them tick against European sides. They absolutely love playing European sides, don't they? Let me just check what South American sides are usually like against European sides. Against. Would have been good if I stated what sport. What an idiot. Yeah, no, it really does interest me, actually, what South American sides are usually like against European opposition. Because for some reason I have it in my head that they are usually very good, South American sides, against European clubs. Let me just have a look. Because Chelsea, I'm a Chelsea fan, so it would be traitory to have Arrascaeta, wouldn't it? Really, for Chelsea. I mean, not like I'm like massively biased or anything. Yeah, so in the older competitions, in the Intercontinental Cup, if anyone remembers that, South American clubs like Boca Juniors, Sao Paulo, and Penarol regularly beat top European clubs. They were more often motivated and treated it like a final. See, this is exactly what I said. So, modern era, FIFA World Cup, European dominance is clear. Yes, Real Madrid, Bayern, Chelsea, Liverpool have all beaten South American champions like Flamengo Paris. Why the shift? Bigger budgets, deeper squads. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's fair enough. But on international level, World Cup, Brazil, Argentina. So yeah, Palmeiras. So going back to Flamingo, I really like Arrascaeta though. It really is just that Chelsea game. I'm just not massively keen on it. What's your favourite drink after a day of work? I don't really drink much apart from water, which is so sad. I know. There was quite a lot. There were. Oh, that was me again. Oh, that's you as well, Ad. Fantasy Football Scout is you as well. How? There's too many ads in this place. Too many ads. Too many ads. Yeah. So again, just get your questions in. I will try and answer them. I'm also, by the way, brainstorming consistently trying to figure out what I'm trying to do. First time here, I just want to subscribe to your channel. What's your Twitter handle? Yeah, my Twitter handle is at FPL Reaction. You can send over your draft now if you want. Is Wesley? Water is probably the best answer. Oh, is water the best answer? That's good then. Yeah, I filter. I'm even more boring. Not only am I boring by drinking water, I also filter water to get all the bad stuff out, which makes me even more boring. But look at these football tops. That's fun. That's quite fun. So I'm not all boring. Yeah, get your questions in. I've just sorry. There's a few drafts coming in at the moment. So I don't know who to. I really don't know what to do. I will max captain. Let me just refresh my team. Let me just see what's going on here. I'm going to activate my max captain now because I have had about 1.5 hours sleep because I'm a maniac. And if I don't activate it now, confirm it. Yeah, so that's confirmation. I am going for max captain. Again, captaincy rule. Genuinely don't know what it's like. The wording is terrible. I can't really be bothered taking risks with captaincy this week. And I also like Pavlidis for Matchday 2. Honestly, if you've not got Pavlidis in Matchday 2, you could be in trouble. Is my honest opinion. Water is probably the best yet. Good. Does Lunin start? No, I don't. No, I don't think he does. Pretty sure that Thibaut Courtois will start, won't he? He's not injured, is he? Are you saying that because you've seen an injury? Because that would be concerning if he is injured. Well, not concerning, but you know, if Lunin is, I'm saying that Asensio's cheaper, isn't he? You don't want Courtois. Isn't Courtois like 6 million? How much is Courtois? When Courtois came back from injury. No, I think Courtois is fit. Which draft do you think is better? A_Beckham. I love that. I love Ronwen Williams and I love Ribeiro. I love that. I'm probably going to say that straight away without looking at the other one, just because I like Ronwen Williams. Ronwen Williams. So basically, Mamelodi Sundowns, although, well, let's be honest, not fantastic, have got a couple of really good players. They've also got Ulsan in the first match, but they've got Dortmund. They've got a couple of good players, actually. I'm pretty sure Ribeiro is pan-taker. So just to go back to your draft, Williams, Dumfries, Hakimi, Otavio, Jackson. I immediately don't like that draft now because of Jackson. I'm probably going to say the one with Kane in, because you need Kane. I do like Al-Dasari, though, for Al Hilal. I think he's I love him. What a player. It's just that first fixture with Al-Dasari, isn't it? Against Real Madrid. It's not great. It's not ideal. Do you think too much emphasis on the scouting bonus? I've only had a couple of different... So in terms of the scouting bonus, it's... Yeah, I think everyone's probably going a bit off their heads about it. It is really good. Scouting bonus, Pavard has got scouting bonus. I don't think any of my defenders have got scouting bonus apart from Pavard. Stanisic. Are you joking me? Since when did Stanisic get over 5%? Who has got Stanisic's ownership up to 5%? Who has done that? I say, why is everyone going off the heads about scouting bonus? And there's me having a meltdown about Stanisic. I think scouting bonus is really important. It's not crucial. It's not like you look at Dumfries and think, oh, he's 40% owned. I want to get rid of him because it's just 2 points whereas Dumfries can probably get like 20 in a match. I do think there's been slight overreaction, but I also think it is quite important that you get defenders under 2% owned, because there's no massive clear standouts in defence. There's so many good options in defence, so I just think that you can. I think you could go for the scouting bonus quite easily. Why haven't you got a green screen up? I kind of didn't want to today. This is a chilled one, to be fair. This is massively chilled. Oh, is Jonsku to blame for Stanisic? What is he playing at? Has he tweeted it? Is he to blame? Did he tweet it? Oh, he's tweeting about Lloyd Kelly. I don't think anyone's gonna. I am not a fan of Lloyd Kelly. Just point it out there. Jonsko, keep going with Lloyd Kelly. He's tweeted about Actor. Is this genuine content from Jonsku, or is he trying to drive up? He must be trying to drive up ownership because he's put 4 point. So yeah. So Actor is 4.7%. He's defo trying to get him up. Isn't he? Please talk about your own team. Which positions are you most likely to change? Yes. Sorry. Right. Okay. So in terms of my own team, likely to change is Ustari. Players that I'm not too sure about, I'll take out. So I'm on the fence about Pavard. I am on the fence about him. So the players that I've taken out that scares me, taking out Trent. 28% as well. 28% ownership. That is quite worrying, that, isn't it? Taking him out. Let me just have a look. Is anyone else live streaming by any chance? Is anyone else, any other Club World Cup fantasy content creators streaming right now? Anyone know? Sorry, random question. I'm just interested to know, that's all. Someone tell me if there's another content creator streaming. Yes, FPL, MVL. I don't know who that is. Should I know? MV. I'm not too sure, but someone else is streaming, that's good. So it's not just me. So in terms of my own team, I think Ustari, I'm slightly concerned about Ustari, to be honest. Like, damn right coming in saying, oh, by the way, I don't like Inter Miami defence. He's like the MLS guy, isn't he? The only reason he's there is because he's 4 million. You know, that is the main reason he's there, to be fair. You know, I think I could probably change a shower. I'm not I need to have a look at a shower because there's just something nagging away at me with him. To be quite honest, I'm not convinced with a shower or Ustari, but they're so cheap. 4.7 million. It's weird. It's funny that a shower is actually more expensive than Mastantuono and Mora. Obviously, Armani. I'll go through my team in terms of lock. So Armani is a lock. Dumfries is a lock. Pavard, I'm slightly on the fence about, but I think he could be a great differential. Also, double into defence for Monterrey is nice as well. Mora, he's probably a lock. Stanisic, so annoyed that he's gone to 5%. So annoying. I mean, you're right. The scouting bonus it kind of tips you over the edge, doesn't it? It kind of, if it's above 5%, you're a bit like, So, yeah, my front three's a lock. Mbappe, Kane, Haaland, Mastantuano's a lock, Palmer's a lock, Elise's a lock. Slight doubt over the Porto double, maybe, because is it Palmeiras that they play? That's not ideal. It's not ideal. But who do they play in the second round? Into Miami. So, I mean, that could be a tough game as well, really, couldn't it? But they're so cheap. You're not getting this value elsewhere. 4.2 million, 4.1 million for both the Moras. I'm going to have a look at my fixture ticker quickly. I can mention the teams with the best fixtures if you want, so you don't get bored. Who did I send my ticker to? Let me have a look. Because it's in the premium membership. Definitely go over to FFC, by the way, and get a premium membership. The content over there is getting really good. The Club World Cup content has been brill. The UCL content we've been growing and growing each and every season. I just think it's well worth it. Premium. It's £1 a month as well, so very, very cheap. That wasn't me doing a full on ad. That was just me. That's like, honestly, I think it's such good value for premium. It does FPL and stuff. Okay, so I've just got my ticker up. I made a ticker for teams with the best first two fixtures. Bayern, I think that's obvious, isn't it? Inter ranked near the top for me. Monterrey, you are our red diamonds. No, Lunan doesn't start, Adam. I think I mentioned this. So yeah, Inter, Juventus. Like, do I want Juventus defenders? Also, actually, what time is their match? Because if it's 3 o'clock in the morning, no. That's a little bit better, isn't it? 2 o'clock in the morning. Definitely won't be awake for that. I'm on the fence with the Juventus defense. I'm on the fence with the Juventus defense. I am slightly on the fence with them. Al Ain are bad though. They are very bad. But Juventus also kept 17 clean sheets last season domestically, so that is pretty good. Who did Juventus play? Juventus play wide out as well. Ooh. How much is Kalulu? How much is Kalulu? Again, yeah, for those that are still here, just drop a like and subscribe. I keep forgetting to do that because, well, first ever live stream. So, yeah, please, again, drop a like and subscribe. I'm just looking at the Juventus defenders because they have 2 great fixtures. I think I've played around with having a Juventus defender, and funnily enough, although I slated him, I did have Kelly. 5.3 though is a lot. No. Kalulu. Is it scouting bonus? Is it? Ooh, it is. Kalulu has got scouting bonus, but I don't really want to swap Stanisic. I need a Bayern defender. You need a Bayern defender this week. Stanisic will play as well. Oh, he's lost some. He's not got 5%. The funny thing is, I can bet you, that Guerrero has got under 5%. He's just so dodgy though. Like, he's so dodgy. Like, he's been good obviously in the past for Champions League fantasy. He has the odd haul, but literally every time, the majority of the time that I've owned him, he's either got injured at half time. That's not funny, but I mean, when you own him, it's bad. Yeah, it's bad. Guerrero, he's 5.8 million. That is so no, I wouldn't have Guerrero. Not only is he 5.8 million, but he's also 9.8% selected. No thanks. Could go off at half time probably. Not even sure he'll play. He's probably predicted to play, but I'm pretty sure Bayern have got like 20 left backs. Asnu can play left back. Bowie can play left back. Stanisic can play left back. Nah. Not for me. He's 9.8% owned. Yeah, it's just too much. I just think that's a lot. So, no thanks for Guerrero. I do like Stanisic. He's 5% though. How annoying is that? You have to own a Bayern defender. So I think it's a locked 6 points, isn't it? Or 5 or 6 or whatever it is. It's a locked 6 points for 4.9 mil. You can't really look at this back line and say there's any locked points here, really. Maybe Inter against Monterrey. Trent might not play. So, Stanisic, yeah, you're in. Get in. You were anyway, so it's not been a major change there, has there? Okay, so we're now down to 3 players. Again, get your questions in if you want. Please talk about, we mentioned that. Let me just check. Real Madrid's fixtures are so good. Al Hilal, Pachuca, Asensio. Let me check a Real Madrid source that I've got and see what their latest predicted lineup is. It's not Madrid Extra, it's Madrid Zone. If you haven't got the Madrid Zone on X, go follow them. That's not a plug. They are quite a good source for Real Madrid stuff. Real Madrid have increased Asensio's salaries. Yeah, deserved probably. He's renewed until 2031. Bit of a Chelsea contract, but there you go. Trent was in training today. Trent is so going to play, isn't he? He's so going to play, and he's probably going to score. He's just so expensive, so if he doesn't play, it's not great. But saying that, I mean, if he doesn't play, then he's 28% owned. Most of the... Well, I can't really say most of experienced managers will own him because, he's hit and miss whether he's going to play or not. I think he should play. I think Real Madrid... I've spoken to Real Madrid contributors. Sorry, one sec. I spoke to Real Madrid contributors and they are pretty sure that Trent will start. I don't know if that's out of kind of hope or because they're just excited, but God, they tweet so much. Madrid Zone tweets so much. Just want a predicted lineup. I've got predicted lineups over at FFC, but I want to see if they've tweeted a latest predicted lineup because usually they are quite good at predicting. See, with Real Madrid, they're so easy, aren't they? I was hoping... Oh, we've lost Ancelotti now. No more lineups 50 years before the match starts. Yeah, no, you're right. They did pay 10 million for him to play. Maybe I'm overthinking Trent. Someone tell me if I'm overthinking Trent. I could be overthinking him because he's cost so much and he releases so much budget. Someone tell me if I'm overthinking Trent, please. I think I overthought Stanisic with scouting bonus, to be honest. I did. Because after thinking rationally, he was a good option. No one's telling me I'm overthinking Trent, which means I'm not overthinking Trent, which means I should need to be looking back at the Trent stuff. Garcia gives you bonus. Yeah, he does. But if Trent scores, assists, and keep a clean sheet, then Asensio owners could be in real trouble, couldn't they? That's the thing with Trent. He could take a share of set pieces as well, right? He's what? Already their best set piece. He's going to be their best set piece taker straight away. I think. Trent is a great option. He really is. See, since you told me to talk about my own team a bit more, it's gone down the pan, really, hasn't it? Yeah, I mean, let's go back to the fixture ticker. Into Juventus, Kalulu. See, Kalulu for Trent, get scouting bonus, is 1 million cheaper. Could give me the budget to... But it's losing Trent. Trent is said to be taking corners. Yeah, I mean, there you go. Trent bangs one in. Rudiger finishes it. That's if Rudiger finishes. That's if Rudiger start. And I think Housen and Asensio are predicted to start, aren't they? But if Rudiger starts, then he's probably going to score, isn't he? From a bullet header, isn't he? Yeah, I mean, I do really think that Trent is a great option. Clean sheet odds, attacking return odds. As you've mentioned, corners as well. So that could be a big deal. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick Trent in. Now, the only issue with sticking Trent back in now is is now I'm left with two positions that I'm still not keen on, and they're both super, super cheap. So, and I can't really do anything there, can I? I can't really do anything. I think let's get them both back in for now. Let's get them both back in now. 2 hours. 2 hours of... Well, I don't know if I'm going to be streaming for 2 hours, to be fair. That would be 12 o'clock at midnight. I think doing a 3 hour first ever stream would be absolutely nuts, wouldn't it? I think let's just switch over to FFC for a minute. So we'll just have a look at FFC stuff. So, in terms of FFC, lots of great content over at FFC. If you've not already signed up, then definitely sign up. You can see there's a lot of content there. In terms of Club World Cup Fantasy, if you check out our Club World Cup Fantasy Guide in here, this is such a good resource, by the way. You click inside Fantasy Football Community Resource, and get ready for Matchday 1. You've got team reveals, you've got top picks, you've got best captains, best differentials. Fixture Ticker is for premium members. Best budget gems, best premiums, Club World Cup funny team names. That's quite interesting, isn't it? I would click on that, but probably people get bored. All 32 predicted lineups in one place. I also think that's a premium. So I think the premium articles here are Fixture Ticker and all 32 predicted lineups. I think the 32 predicted lineups is handy because it stops you having to go through each and every preview. This is just an introduction. So if you're not fully aware of the rules, then it's got Club World Cup Fantasy is live, the Club World Cup basics, how to play, captaincy. I wouldn't read the captaincy part. So yeah, as you get down to the team previews here, you just simply click on all of those links and they will take you to the... 1 second, I'm still getting tagged. Still getting tagged. Yeah, so they will take you to each so just like click on Palmeiras, for instance. You are taken straight through to the preview. Sorry for those that already know this, but yeah, predicted lineup, top picks. Some have fan opinions in. You'll find all 32 previews on there, actually. So it really is a brilliant resource, to be honest, and especially this part here, again, covered. But, you know, the team reveals, the top picks in each position, the best captains, the best differentials. Fixture Ticker is very handy. So you could sign up to Premium now for just £1 per month. And as soon as, basically, when the Club World Cup ends, you get UCL Premium content. That will be team reveals. That will be top picks. Page isn't responding for some reason. Let's go back to that one. Let's go back to my team. Let's go back to my team. Yeah, so lots of great stuff over there at Fantasy Football Community. I do advise going over there, not just because I am a writer for Fantasy Football, editor for Fantasy Football Community, but also because it's just a brilliant resource in general. Yeah, so any more questions? Keep getting your questions in. Keep getting your questions in. I'm still getting tagged in. Teams as well. So yeah, again, just in terms of my chip strategy. So the plan is to max captain. Why is it not saying that I hate it when it does this. My leagues. I confirm max captain. Yeah, so I think for chip strategy, I'm basically convinced that. So again, we're not too sure on the captaincy rules. We assume that it could be every match. Some people think it could be just 2 per match day, like the Champions League, although they're not UEFA. This is FIFA, so maybe that isn't the case. You can also make manual changes in between matches, substitutes. So I think in that case, it kind of suggests captain every match, but then you don't really know, right? From the wording. So yeah, I'm not sure about captaincy. I think that's why I've gone for the max captain chip. I do, again, just looking at if you look at the options in Matchday 2 as well for 12 man, they are insane. So just bearing in mind that I'll own Haaland, Kane and Mbappe. Now let's take some of the strikers I won't own. And I'm not going to be too dramatic in adding randos, but I wouldn't say Julian Alvarez is a rando. He's got Seattle Sounders, one of the worst North American sides in the competition. Atleti, quite good form at the end of the season as well. So you've got Julian Alvarez. You've also got Pavlidis. I mean, look at that. That there. Can't highlight it all. You know what I mean? Benfica versus Auckland. If you haven't got Pavlidis for that match, you're in trouble. But also, yes, you can take a hit, but do you really want to take a hit? And I know it's 3 points, but it's still not ideal. Will Stanisic definitely play? Yeah, he's in all the predicted lineups. He can play left back, can play centre back. So his versatility basically suggests that he will. And again, predicted lineups and fans say he will play. Yeah, so just going back to Matchday 2, so you've got Julian Alvarez, who you could take a punt on for 12th man. You also have, I'm not going to call Pavlidis a punt because he's essential. I probably only need to mention Pavlidis, but you know, going further down, Garassi against Mamelodi Sundowns. Garassi he could go off in that game. He really could, couldn't he? I mean, that's not loads more, but still, I think if you just look at match day 1 for 12 man, and that is obviously team dependent because obviously at the moment can I just make sure that I've got in date order? That wouldn't be good, would it? That wouldn't be good at all. So, yeah, date order, 17th, 18th. I think that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Keepers. Yeah, so as long as I don't, if I miss the deadline, it's all good. I'm probably not going to miss it, unless I completely crash. To be fair, I can't actually believe that I've made it this far into the live stream. To be fair, so I can't believe whoever's stuck with me throughout this whole kind of. Has it been 2 hours? Did I start at 8 o'clock? I don't know anymore. Someone tell me if I started this at 8 o'clock. Because if I did, why am I doing this to myself? Yeah, again, just a reminder to like and subscribe. I'm going to drop into some chats. I'm still live. Sorry, just bear with me. I'm just going to get a message up in the chat. If you're joining, people are probably sick of me now. It's been 2 hours. Ad, you must like me. You must like me, Ad, because you've been so much. Who has done the whole 2 hours? By the way, if you're in the chat right now, has anyone done the whole 2 hours of this? Just mention if you have. I don't know if my chat has crashed or just people have stopped commenting. So any sort of comment at all would be good, because I actually don't know if my chat's crashed at this point. The last comment was from Ad about Stanisic. So, I mean, if my chat is struggling to fit Palmer in. Okay, do you rate Madueke? Okay, it's not broke. Let me just get some questions. Let me just get these comments into the. Let me just get my. Sorry, I know this is incredibly boring. Watch me type. Yes, you started at 9. I started at 9. Did I? No, I didn't. Oh, I did. Okay, it's only been an hour. Jesus, I am absolutely losing it. You're still here, Ad. So thank you. It's been an hour. Yeah, I'm just losing it. I'm not going to lie. I was up at 4. I've just not slept. Struggling to fit Palmer in. Do you rate Madueke? As a Chelsea fan, I do think he's an okay option. He's so cheap as well, isn't he? Let me just have a look at Madueke. He is quite cheap. So let's get Chelsea up at the moment. I've got Bayern and Chelsea there. Yeah, so I'm not too sure if I don't know basically in terms of rotation. I assume that Palmer is safe. I'm assuming he's the safest option, but that would be in a normal Premier League season. We just simply don't know, do we? I do like Madueke, though. I'm pretty sure he had an okay season. It probably wasn't that great. He's also got scouting bonus, but I'm not too sure how much that actually matters with midfielders and strikers. I wouldn't look too much into scouting bonus with midfielders and strikers. It's mainly the defenders and goalkeepers, maybe. It's mainly the defenders, I'd say. I'd say prioritise defenders. Madueke. Do I think Madueke can cover Palmer? No. Yeah, I think my chat crashed, didn't it? I think it must have crashed. It's back. It's running back up fine now, though, by the looks of it. Evening, J Feats. How's it going? Good. How are you? Yeah, in terms of Madueke, he 1 assist in his last 6 matches. Not good. What were his season stats? Not great. 7 goals and 3 assists in the Premier League. He featured 32 times, started 27. So there was only so 27 he started. There could be some risk Madueke, but I do like him as a player and as an option. I do like him. There is a little bit of risk, but I suppose there's risk with all of the players, isn't there? just his stats just aren't great. And LA Galaxy, they're not exactly Esperance. I don't think they're amazing, LA Galaxy, but I also don't think they're as bad as, the likes of Al Ain, ES Tunis, Esperance, basically. So, yeah, I don't think Madueke can... I would try to get Palmer in. I would definitely try to get Palmer in. Will Hakan start? I'm assuming that's Çalhanoğlu. I don't see any reason... Ooh. I don't think there was some... Let me just go on my Inter source for that Inter Extra. I say it's my source, it isn't. It's very kind of public. Go, if you want Inter stuff for predicted lineups, injuries... It's also really handy, these live streams, because you're basically getting all of my the stuff that I use for predicted lineups. I mean, they're not exactly. So obviously the news that Taremi will miss the Club World Cup because he's stuck in Iran. Not ideal, really. Far from ideal. It's a shame. So Inter Extra's recent post about Çalhanoğlu was that Inter are willing to listen to offers for Çalhanoğlu this summer. There have been rumours from Saudi and Turkey, but nothing concrete. Apparently he's valued at 30 to 40 million. I mean, you probably wouldn't get that from a Premier League club. You would from a Saudi club. I'm pretty sure a couple of weeks ago that we saw that Çalhanoğlu wouldn't make it, unless there's been anything more recent to say that he won't. But Galatasaray have been in contact with Çalhanoğlu. Yeah, it looks like Çalhanoğlu could potentially leave, to be honest. So I'm not convinced about Çalhanoğlu. Will Benfica's bar play? No, he's injured. It's LA Galaxy. It's not. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you're right. It is LAFC. Chelsea midfielders worry me. I can see Maresca giving KDH lots of minutes over the usual suspects. Yeah, that could happen. It could happen. Yeah, we could see. Yeah, midfielders. They are slightly worrying, aren't they? I mean, KDH was really good during the Conference League. He was, he was one of the best performing players for Chelsea during the Conference League. So I wouldn't be surprised to see him start. I don't think that playing Caicedo and Enzo is ideal every single match. But in terms of the back line, I think the best Chelsea option is Colwill. I think there's been something around Sanchez. Obviously, we don't want Sanchez at the club. But I don't think... we definitely don't want Sanchez at the club, do we? I don't think Sanchez is a great option. He's also 5% owned, so he's already he's met the kind of the scouting, so he won't get scouting bonus, will he? Sanchez. I think let me just look at Colwill, because I think Colwill could be an interesting option. I think he's our safest. Cucurella is fine, but 5.8, I'm not paying that. Where is Colwill? He's not right at the bottom, surely. Where is Colwill? Am I losing it? Am I not seeing Colwill? Someone tell me why I'm not seeing Colwill in the list. Yeah, going with Max Captain, Tanmay for Matchday 1. Max Captain is the plan. Using all my chips in the first 3 rounds, actually. So Max Captain, Matchday 1. 12th man in Matchday 2 for Pavlidis likely, and the wild card in Matchday 3. Someone tell me why I'm not... it's because I've put A. Look, as soon as I lose that A, Colwill will pop up now. 5.3. You can get Kalulu for that. Yeah, I'm not convinced by Chelsea. I also... Is the second fixture a bit dodgy? Yeah, it's Flamengo. Yeah, you've basically got Chelsea playing a North American side, basically. at home, who could score. You know, there's a chance they score. I think they'll concede, the North American sides, but I think they'll score goals as well. So I'm not really convinced by the Chelsea defence. Cheers. Would like a Chelsea attacker, so we'll see if I can move a few players. Yeah, the A. No search. Your A. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I would prioritise Palmer. I think if I could name five essentials for this week, I would say Kane, Elise, Palmer, Mbappe, and Dumfries. I think a few people have asked me about Dumfries. I think it's so dangerous to go without him. Look at his ownership; it's 40%. You don't need scouting bonus with Dumfries. Yeah, you don't need him. You don't need scouting bonus. You know, he could score, he could assist. Yeah, I think you just keep Dumfries. He's a shoo-in, to be fair. So apparently Pavlidis has gone up to 5% as well. But again, I don't really think that's very relevant. You know, the whole scouting bonus for strikers and midfielders, because a lot of them are just amazing options. Like, you're not going to look at scouting bonus for Palmer or Elise or Mastantuono or Arrascaeta, the other guy that I haven't got, who I'm still thinking about. He's still in the back of my mind. He's one player. It's one player that I have not got in my draft that I do feel like I should have. And it's probably going to eat me up throughout, well, all the way up till the deadline. I think it's going to eat me up right up until the deadline. This Arrascaeta, he's such a good player, isn't he? I'm sorry, guys, but I'm going to have to look at him again. The only issue is how do I get him in? I feel like we're back to square one again, aren't we? Yeah, going without Dumfries. I'm slightly not convinced about Hakimi, buddy, because the Atletico game, I don't think PSG have got Dembele. I don't know how much difference that is going to make. I do like Hakimi in Matchday 2 and Matchday 3. Hakimi is another one that could be, could go big. Yeah, so this Arrascaeta guy, he's nine games in the Brasilia Betano. 9 games, 9 goals, 4 assists. His latest matches: goal, assist, blank, goal, blank, goal, goal and assist, blank, goal, 2 assists, 2 goals. So he's a little bit explosive as well, isn't he, Arrascaeta? You know, goal and assist against Fortaleza. He got a goal and assist against the Corinthians. He got a goal and 2 assists against Juventude. Didn't know that team existed. 2 goals against Gremio. A goal and assist against Portuguese. Yeah, Arrascaeta is quite explosive. Let me just try something. I mean, I know it's not going to work because I haven't got the budget, but I'll feel less anxietied. Chat. Hi. Sohail. Garcia for Trent. Yeah, I don't know if I like that. He could score one assist, Trent. I don't know if I'd do that. I don't know if I'd do that at all. It's more the fact he's on free kicks and you get the additional points for scored free kick. Worries me going without him even against Juventus Atletico. What time is deadline? The deadline is 12 a.m. I'm pretty sure it is, isn't it? That's what it says on my screen. Well, it doesn't say on the screen. Yeah, so I'm 1.2 million short of Arrascaeta. So how would I... how would I lose 1.2? Someone give me some ideas on losing 1.2 million in this team. Someone tell me how to get Arrascaeta in my team with this current team. I just don't know if it's doable. I honestly don't know. I do think Dumfries is essential. I do think he's essential. It's Haaland? No. I do feel like Haaland's been a lock in my team for right the way through, actually. Haaland's been a full-on lock, along with my other strikers, Mbappe, Kane. So yeah, personally, I do want to look at getting our skater. It's just come to me that I've not looked at the camera at all through this. I don't know if it matters. Yeah, he does have scouting bonus. He does. So yeah, again, Palmer down. Don't like Palmer down. Sorry, don't like Palmer down. Don't like Palmer down at all. No, I'm not keen on Marmouche either. No Pans. Haaland's ownership has got to be... It's not that high, is it? 23.9%. TA to Cambiasso. Yeah, would be so. Drop Trent. Jack, you know, it's the only one that I'm thinking of in terms of moving down. Trent. Are people keen on Inter double? Who's this very handsome? Hello, Edgeworth. How are you, mate? Are you even playing Club World Cup Fantasy, by the way? Or you just... Because you stay up late, don't you? You stay up quite late, don't you, buddy? So, you're up with me at 5 o'clock in the morning usually, aren't you? Not with me, but we have our chats, don't we? In the mornings. Are you playing, Edge? Are you playing Club World Cup Fantasy? I know you left the chat. I don't know why you left the I haven't got the foggiest why you left the group chat on Twitter. I have no idea. Jack, why did Edge leave the Club World Cup Fantasy chat? Or one of them. Sorry, I've got so many. And also, yeah, Jack, again, Trent, isn't it? It's Trent. Trent is the one, potentially. Let's get rid of Trent. He's gone. It leaves me 5.2 million. Not even enough for... Yeah, sorry, I went a bit quiet there. I'm just thinking about a defender who I can bring in for Trent. Ban Ajit. No, you didn't leave because of Ban. Ban's a top guy. You're in team... I'm in the team hub. What do you mean you're in the team hub? Oh, the information chat. He did leave Ban too much. He did. I'm not sure. Diego. I'm not too sure. Gatty's nailed. I don't think he's nailed. You like Garcia. I can see that you like Garcia. Drop Pavard down to Kuto. This gets you 0.8, and then you only need to find 4. I kind of like Pavard though. He's got scouting bonus as well, but I do see where you're going. You are looking a bit deeper than Trent, which is good. 5.2 million defenders, guys. 5.2 million defenders. Let's have a look. What have you got? What have you got for me? Someone that can match Trent's potential in Matchday 1 and 2. Dortmund defender. Let's have a look at the Dortmund defenders, actually. Let's have a look at the Dortmund defenders. Svensson. I do like Svensson. 5.3. Are you joking? Someone's having a laugh here. So I can't get Svensson. I can't get I can't get Kalulu. What kind of joke is this? I do like Svensson, though. I do definitely like Svensson. What's his scout? He'll be over, won't he? 5.5. Is this John? Is this Jonsku as well? Has Jonsku drove up Svensson's ownership as well? Otamendi. Let's have a look at Otamendi. I don't like Dortmund against Fluminense. I think Fluminense will score. Decent South American side. Q2 is only 1.2%, so plenty of room for scouting bonus. Piqueras, I do like Piqueras as well, but then I've got Piqueras against Mora, which would put me in a kind of similar situation that Ustari and Ashawa would put me in. Let me just look at this Let me just look at Q2. Just look at Q2. Q2. I don't know if Q2's that nailed. He was benched for 2 out of 3 of Dortmund's last 2 matches. How nailed is Q2? I don't think he's nailed, is he? No, he's not nailed. I don't think he's nailed at all. I think their backline could probably be Svensson, Ryerson, wing backs, and then potentially Benzabaini, Sul, Anton. I don't even think. Yeah, Ryerson. It's just that Fluminense game. That's the only one. I need to redo my team. Here it is at the moment: Rossi, Ladzama, Benzabaini, Stanic, Jean Mario. I would just go into the team reveals and just get one of their teams, mate. To be fair. Otamendi pretty boring. Let's have a look at Benfica, Jack. I think they've got one. Have they got one dodgy fixture, or do I just feel like Benfica are dodgy themselves? That's the. Where are they? Where are Benfica? Asal Benfica. Why do that? Why? That's not bad, is it? Jack, that's not a bad shout. It's not a bad shout at all, that. Because Boca Juniors, he's also 3.9%. Boca Juniors have just got a new manager, so they've not been at their best. Benfica then play Auckland in Matchday 2, which is basically a guaranteed 6 points or 8 points if you've got scouting bonus. That's a good shout, that, Jack. It's a good shout. But that's not a bad shout, actually. Do like that. Let's have a look at Benfica's defensive form, though. I did speak to a Benfica fan, and he wasn't convinced at all. Yeah, they lost the cup 3-1 against Sporting. Understandable. Sporting are a good side. Conceded to Braga 1-1. They're a good side too. 1-1 against Sporting. They're a good side. Estoril are a bad side, and they still conceded. I'm not too sure. Part of me thinks that Boca Juniors will still score against Benfica. But let me just get a few more of these comments. PSG defender surely. Not against Atletico. No, it's just how will PSG be? How will PSG be without Dembele? Will it upset the balance of the team? Are PSG even motivated for this? Because they've just won the Champions League, haven't they? I feel like teams usually do bad after winning the Champions League. Don't they? I don't know. Both doing fat, but Silver's cheaper. I know it's tragic. Otavio from Porto is 4.5 mil. Otavio Porto. Yeah, I've already got Mora though, haven't I? who's 4.1 million. I don't particularly want to double up on that defence because they play Palmeiras. Adelaide for the win, by the way. Who are Adelaide? Does he mean Auckland? Do you mean Auckland, Adge? 2-1 win versus Bayern. Ad, you've got Otamendi. Can't get the time off it. To be honest, I think Otamendi is the most logical shout for a nailed budget player. I think it's a good shout, Jack. That is a good shout, mate. Otamendi. But it's just not having Trent. You know that. Am I trying to talk myself out of Otamendi, or am I trying to talk myself into getting Trent, or both? I don't know. Ad's got Otamendi though, so kind of makes me want him less. Sorry, Ad. Yeah, I don't want him now. Don't want him. Or did you copy Jack? Did you see Jack's Otamendi and? Yeah, Thomas, cheers, nice team. Yeah, there's still got a couple of decisions to make, to be honest. Thomas, yeah, Dembele is out. That's right. Yeah, Dembele is definitely out. Lloyd Kelly, Juventus actually want to sell him. So, I think Juventus, the only nailed defender that they've got is Kalulu. So, I don't really, because they've got, well, what is the situation with Bremer? Bremer used to be such a good defender in Serie A fantasy. Let me just see what the situation with Bremer is. Because if Bremer does start alongside, like the likes of Gatti and Kalulu, if Bremer's fit, then it could be quite a lot of rotation then. Does anyone have any information in the chat about Bremer? Evening, mate. Thank you, Kieran. It's good to see you. You're up late. Is this a normal time for you? Is this quite a normal time for you, Kieran? I'm usually in bed by 9 o'clock. Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, I'm hoping this live stream hasn't been awful, to be honest. So, yeah, while I'm here, I better do the whole YouTuber thing. Please like and subscribe if you are enjoying this. If you're enjoying this video, make sure you do subscribe actually, because you're probably going to get. I think I'm going to try and do a deadline stream pretty much before every deadline. It's going to be tough though. It is going to be tough. I'm not going to lie. Let me just see. Yeah, so yeah, again, please like and subscribe. Yeah, so Bremer won't play in the Club World Cup. Is that a fact, Guru? Because I saw that he was in the squad. So why isn't my phone working? 1 second. Stupid Wi-Fi. Bremer. Can someone tag me in something Bremery on X? If you get any Bremer use, I'm pretty sure he was in the squad I'm sure he was in the Juventus squad for. Is Bremer for sale? Something tells me this is Tudor's back free. Cabal, Bremer and Gatti. This dude, there's a lot of people taking the mick out of Bremer. I don't like all this because I like Bremer. So on the 1st of the 6th, someone tweeted that Bremer was in training again with the group after 8 months since his knee injury. He will travel to the US for the Club World Cup, but he will not play. Okay, yeah. So Bremer won't play. But what other centre backs have they got? Sorry for sniff. Did I sniff really loud into the camera then? Into the mic, sorry. Let's just have a look at the Juventus backline. Juventus are they're really dodgy though, aren't they? Because like sometimes their defenders just come off early. Look at all those centre-backs they've got. So Cambiasso will play wing-back. Let me just get some sort of gauge on their minutes. I know I've gone in a bit of a tangent here but with Juventus, but I do think they've got two really, really good fixtures. I kind of trust them more than Benfica because of that. Yeah, he won't play. He's in the squad, but he won't play. You like the background? Oh yeah, thanks. Yeah, so I put up a poll today saying which shirt to wear. I'm still getting that wrong. Left is right and right is left. So Argentina came second, I think. Is the poll still up? I don't know if the poll's still up. But the Napoli shirt got the... can I turn this camera down a bit so you could see it? Yeah, it's a nice shirt. I really like it. I'm quite a fan of the blue shirts. Blue shirts, Argentina, Italy. Although I do like, I don't know if anyone's seen it, but has anyone seen the new Germany international shirt? That is really nice. That is really nice. So yeah, okay. So Juventus. So the last back line to play for Juventus was Kelly, Savona, Costa. Savona and Costa, both at centre back. Who was out at the time? Was anyone out at the time? Vega, he's gone. Gatti came on for 5 minutes. Yeah. I don't know. I really don't know about the Juve defence, but either way, I'm still in the same position. They do play Chelsea, yeah, they do. Yeah, I tend to be late on, don't sleep much. So we're watching the game, and no, it's late on watching. See a shower do well though. Yeah, a shower. He would be my sacrifice if I got De Arrascaeta. It's really tough. It's really tough because I do really like De Arrascaeta. I don't mind a shower. A shower. Let's just look. Let's just see if hopefully this doesn't break. If we just swap over to FFC for a second. Yeah, just bear with me. I'm going to look at the Al Ali. I'm not looking through a million previews. Al Ali. Let's just look at the Al Ali. I do like a shower though. You know, at 4.7 million, he is really good. So we expect him to play there, right? Number 10, behind Abu Ali, who's also a cheap. Abu Ali is also cheap, isn't he? He's also a good cheap option. Yeah, we go down to one of the top picks. Amam Ashawa, 4.7 million, takes his side set pieces, a share of penalties, form, 4 goals and 3 assists in his last 6. That is good, isn't it? That is really good. So, form-wise, let me just get Trent back. I feel like I'm going in circles here. This stream has been one big circle of me taking players out and putting them back in. See, I've not really made loads of drafts. Just missing a Wimbledon shirt. And get an Auckland shirt. I'm just not 100% convinced Haaland starts. Yeah, neither am I. But the issue with... Well, you know the issue with that. You know the issue of not having Haaland. Well, Dan does. Yeah, Dan does. I just... No. Not one part of me wants to get rid of Haaland. I'm not going to lie. I'm not even 1% unsure. I mean, he might not play, but What's his ownership was 20. His ownership is only 23.8%. What's Kane's? I'm sorry, but how is Kane only 44% owned when he plays Milkman and Postman and other people with jobs? Do they have jobs? Is this just a myth? Is it a myth that Auckland... Adrift, do the Auckland players have other jobs than being footballers? It's a myth we need to crack. So Mbappe 57.9%. So he's... Look at those fixtures though. I think Real Madrid have got the best fixtures on paper across all 3 match days. And they also really want to win it, don't they? Which I suppose again reinforces Trent. It does reinforce Trent a little bit more, doesn't it? But that is quite high, that ownership. Is he the highest owned player in the game? He's got to be. Surely. I guess. I think that is the highest. Look at Santiago Rodriguez, by the way. Signed for 12 million from MLS. Just back from injury. Did well in MLS and will start versus Seattle. You do always have quite a niche pick, Kieran. Santiago Rodriguez. Let's have a look at this guy. Santiago Rodriguez. Botafogo. Is that right? Seattle. Is he a midfielder? Did you say is he a midfielder? Discomfort without me. Oh, I'll just search for him. He doesn't play for Juventus, does he? Get off. What am I doing wrong? I'm always doing something wrong in this search bar. What am I doing wrong? Someone tell me. How do we feel about Oscar Bob? I don't think Oscar Bob will probably get too much game time. I'm not keen on... I'm just not keen on Man City in general. I'm not keen on Man City in general because we are going to see them rotate, I assume, quite often. You know, they've got loads of players. I don't think Grealish is going. I think he's more likely to go to Everton, isn't he? They've got a lot of players, Savinho, Bernardo Silva, trying to fit all those in. Marmoush, Haaland, they are the equivalent to a non-league English team. You put 2 non-nons. Is non-non just like a super non? Are you going to transfer Stanisic now that he's over 5%? Who's a good replacement in that case? I don't think I am. I don't think I am because I just feel we were talking about this before. I did take him out for a short time. But it just feels guaranteed. It feels like a guaranteed 6 points for Stanisic. That, you know, it does feel like a guaranteed 6 points, and not having no defensive coverage going for Bayern Munich would scare me. So no, I don't think. I think I'm pretty nailed with Stanisic now. Still trying to find another route to. Sorry, I just missed your comment, Karen. Oh no, going back. Are you going to? No, still trying to find another route for you to get. I've got to within 0.1 with Cubona for Pavard, Bowie, Stanisic. Yeah, super cheap mid type Rodriguez. It's last. No, I saw his last season data. It was for. And why was it? And New York City. Was it New York City or Red Bulls? No, it was New York City, wasn't it? Yeah, New York City. Let me just take a look, Kieran. So it'll be MLS that I need to look at, won't it? Yeah, decent season. Decent season. Maybe decent punt. Decent punt, maybe, potentially. Botafogo have got Seattle and PSG. That's the only problem, isn't it? It's PSG after that. I have left. Yeah, that's what it is. Thoughts on the boy Douglas Neen? Yeah, the thing is with Salzburg is they've probably frustrated me more than any other team in the past couple of years in Champions League fantasy. You're right, you did get a 4K finish in UCL fantasy. That was really good, Edge. So yeah, fair play to you on that one. That's a good finish. Considering I think I finished. Where did I finish? I finished 8K actually, but I beat you in EFL fantasy, and that's your speciality, isn't it? So we're level, I would say. Back to Salzburg. I don't mind their group. I really don't. I don't mind, apart from obviously Real Madrid. That little team, Real Madrid. The first two fixtures are really good though. Pachuca, and Al Hilal. Part of me thinks they're going to be tough games for Salzburg, because Pachuca, they've been in the Club World Cup 5 or 6 times now. Now I know that doesn't suggest that they are. That doesn't kind of make them an amazing team, but I'm pretty sure they came like third recently or something. They're a tournament team, I think, so I don't think Salzburg walk that. And then Al Hilal, probably my favourite Saudi team, I'd say. If you look at their core, Koulibaly, Ruben Neves, Milankovic-Savic, I really like Al Hilal. If Al Hilal weren't playing Real Madrid on the opening day, if Al Hilal had Salzburg and then Pachuca, I would probably have. Al Hilal could be a really good shout for wildcarders. He could be a really good shout for wildcarders. Al Hilal, Al Hilal assets could be, because they're really good fixtures. I think Lodi's at like 4.5 million, and I'm pretty sure he's like got double digits for goals and assists. I also like Al Dasari. Al Dasari's form is absolutely amazing. I know it's questionable in the Saudi league. Let me just get his form up, because this is definitely a shout for those. Should I get the mic lower a little bit? I don't know if am I shouting? Can someone tell me if I'm shouting? Yeah, if you look at Al Dassawi, pretty sure Al Dassawi as well is only. That's not right. Have I got defenders on again? Sorry, this has just happened all night, hasn't it? Al Dassawi. It's Salem, isn't it? Salem is the one. Salem Al Dassawi, he, for me, he's 5.9. I suppose it doesn't matter. For me, I know we're not there yet, but what an asset he could be. If you look at his numbers last season, again, debatable because it's Saudi, but 15 goals and 15 assists, 30 attacking returns in 32 matches. Even in the Saudi league, I know players do well, but I like that. I like those numbers. Lautaro Martinez, no, thank you, Ed. I know Taremi's stuck in Iran, but I think even a nailed Lautaro wouldn't do me. I'll just save him for Serie A fantasy next year. That's what I'll do. I'll buy him and keep him in all season. Former first in EFL. Yep, you did. Aguero. Where did you finish in the end? Cancelo too. Yeah, Cancelo. I'm pretty sure actually. Pretty sure Cancelo is back in training. Sorry again, that mic seems to just keep coming up. 5.5 isn't great, is it? How has he done? How has Cancelo done at Al Hilal? How has he done? Cancelo's 31. I didn't know that. That's quite surprising. Cancelo played 22 matches for Al Hilal last season, only 5 assists. I'm not sure how good that is. Is it worth risking a Bayern pick on Erbig? I've seen many sites. No. I think Neuer. I think you keep Neuer. You don't want to buy Neuer because he's 5.6 million. But no, I wouldn't go for Erbig and add no again for Lautaro. Did you ask me twice because you really want him or because you're trying to get me to have him? It's not going to work. Don't try and trick me. Again, has anyone been in the stream for since 9 o'clock? Just drop a message in if you've been in since 9 o'clock. Is chat broke? Is chat broke? I don't think chat is broke. Can someone anyone comment in the chat just real quickly so I know if it's broke or not? It's been doing this all night. It's been kind of glitchy. Someone messaged me because on Axe, so the last comment I can see was from Fantasy Football Scout saying Lautaro Martinez ? So if that isn't the latest comment, just drop me a message. Great. Twitter seems to be broke now as well. I mean, the stream's not broke. The stream's not crashed. So, I mean, I have got slightly lucky. I mean, so it's not too bad, is it? I have. You've got Lautaro Martinez. Hi. Oh, so chat isn't broke. My phone is though. What's going on? Sorry guys, I'm just trying to sort my phone out because I kind of need information. Yep, so chat not broke, comment, yeah, good. My nan, yeah, I'm not sure on my nan. She's, I went to see her before. She's alright. She won't be playing for Chelsea though. Chat is okay. There's a slight delay on YouTube chats when streaming. I think it's like 2 to 3 minutes. Yeah, that's okay. I didn't know that. I don't really watch YouTube live. I don't really watch YouTube content creators. That's probably bad, isn't it? But I don't usually watch. Yeah, someone has said that the chat's gone off. Has anyone else noticed the chat going off? Oh, the stream dropped for a few seconds. Is it back? Are we back? Are we back? Are we fully back? The chat is so slow, isn't it? I would say that's one, and that is very annoying. For your nan is Big Mike. I've been here since the start. I don't know why you've been here since the start because I know you do have quite late nights, don't you? You do like a late night. You do. Stream is still on for a lot of people. Those comments just need to come in quicker. I wonder if there's a way I can see the comments quicker on a different device. Let me see. I don't think you can see chats on phones, can you? I don't think you can see chats on phones. All good. Ran or Big Mike. Ran or Big Mike. That's Kieran's fault. Ran or Cambiasso? Probably Cambiasso. I don't think... I'm not even sure that Ryan Aït-Nouri will play for Man City. I'm pretty sure that Cambiasso will play. Cambiasso's... I think he's a bit expensive though, isn't he? He's a bit expensive. No, 5.3, that's fine. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't have Ryan Aït-Nouri over Cambiasso. I kind of need to make some decisions soon. I also want to try and find chat on my phone. I can't find chat on my phone. Yeah, please remember to like if you haven't liked already, and definitely subscribe. So those that are in at the moment, please like and subscribe. Late Nights with Lewis, good ring to it. Basically, Babe Station meets ASMR. Believe it or not, Kieran, I don't really have late nights. I usually go to bed at 9, latest 10, and then I'm up at 5 o'clock working on content and stuff. So do fancy football community stuff during the day between pretty much 5 and 2. Sometimes I just work at night when I've got time, but it's very rare. Like I'll probably get into bed about 9 o'clock and start watching racing or F1. I actually missed the qualifying before. Please no one tell me how everyone did. Is Madueke nailed? No, I don't think he's nailed. It's very difficult to call anyone nailed at this point, really. Yeah, it is difficult to call anyone nailed because, especially at Chelsea, especially the Chelsea wingers, Pedro Neto is similar to Madueke. I don't think Madueke is good cover for Palmer. I think definitely have Palmer, Doku or Brandt. I don't think Doku is going to be a regular starter, to be honest. I think Brandt's fell off a little bit, unless he had a good end to the season and I didn't notice. I've seen Brandt in quite a lot of drafts actually, but I'm not keen. Wow, he had a good end to the season, didn't he? See, that's the Brandt we know. That's the Brandt. So let's look at Brandt's Champions League campaign. So he played, 5 assists in 13 games isn't bad either, is it really? But his season as a whole in Bundesliga, 5 goals and 10 assists. It's not terrible, but lack of goal threat, maybe. Say that, but he managed 2 assists and 2 goals and 4 assists in his last 4 matches for Dortmund. So, I mean, if it's a straight swap, go for Brandt. I messaged Lewis when I'm going to sleep, and he's just woke up at 5 a.m. Yeah, Edge. We have the morning meet, don't we? We used to do that for EFL content. Who else do I talk to in the mornings? It's a lot of the EFL guys in the mornings. It's Danny Griff as well. He's always awake at 5 o'clock. Shout out to Danny Griff. You know what? I've not had one drink since this whole stream. How can I get out of this situation now? I'm going to be back in 2 seconds, okay? 2 seconds. You guys can look at these shirts while you just wait. Pick your best one. Sorry about that. Say sorry, it has been 2 hours straight. What's chat saying? Yeah, you do. You do message me all the time. Yeah, so it's getting towards a point now where I need to make decisions. It's 11 o'clock at night. Kieran has talked me back into a shower. Ben and Michael to come. Yeah, EFL meetup. EFL meet. I tell you what, an EFL meetup. Sorry for those that aren't in the EFL. Sorry for lineups are out for the first match. A shower starts as expected. What? Lineups are out. Give me some lineups. No one's. Has anyone tagged me in lineups? Has anyone tagged me in a lineup? Thomas has tagged me in. Thomas has tagged me in something. It's probably not a lineup. It's probably something weird. Fair play if it's not weird and it's. Oh, it's something about Juventus. Okay, no, that's fine. But honestly, I don't understand my signal tonight. Right, imagine the where are you getting these lineups from? Teams locked. Whoa. People are saying the deadline is gone. There's no way the deadline is gone. Oh, what? What has happened? Are we locked? Sorry, what? Sorry, what? Sorry, what? There's no way that's just happened. Wow. If that has locked, that's not good. That's not good at all. That really isn't good. Wow, okay, so 0-0. Yeah, so is the deadline gone? Can we just confirm in the chat if the deadline's gone? Because I've got no internet. I swear to God. This is not happening, right? Surely this isn't happening. This isn't happening. I'm asleep. What's happened is that I'm so tired, I've crashed and imagined that the deadline's gone when it hasn't. Because clearly the deadline said midnight. So if the deadline has gone, then what's happening? Someone in the chat tell me what's going on, because I literally have no internet. I don't know how. Yeah. What's happening? It's not even funny though, is it? So my team is locked. That's not right. A shower it is. I mean, can we just acknowledge what's just happened, like, properly? What is going on? What is going on? This not this. This isn't. Someone wake me up. Someone wake me up. There's no way it's gone. No way. It's really weird because it should clearly stay. I don't know what I expected. It's FIFA. I don't know what I expected. You can make transfers for Matchday too. That is not good. Should we at least embrace the madness and have... Yeah, it will be. It'll be the difference between GNT and BST. What? I'm gonna have to tweet my team, guys. If you stay on, we'll look at Matchday 2 briefly. If you want to go off and delete the game, then I don't blame you. Let me just tweet my team. Yeah, so this is what we're stuck with then, isn't it? This is what we're stuck with. So weird. Do they think the internet just doesn't... The internet just does not work at a certain point at night in this house, I swear. Yeah, okay, so... Dan and Ag had hacked your network. Won't be surprised. Stop me from winning. Oh, that is annoying. That is honestly... I mean, in a way, I am quite... Why is Stanisic? Yeah, Mbappe will start, but Sama, the deadline is gone now, unfortunately. The game... So does the game kick off at midnight? Oh. What time is the Inter Miami game on in the UK? No, it's 1 a.m. BST. So why would they lock the deadline 2 hours before? Why would they? So that I don't get that. The deadline is 2 hours before the match. I don't know. I don't feel like that makes sense, does it? So the next deadline is 3 p.m. So the next deadline is 3 p.m. on the 19th of June. Is that right, Kieran? Is that actually right? The next pod won't be fun. I wonder how... Well, Dan will be asleep. Dan would have sat his team. I think the only people really affected by this are us, the people that have stayed up quite late. So the most engaged managers are likely to have been punished, whereas the casuals, not so much casuals, but the people, you know, who have just kind of sat their team up and just left it and thought, I'm going to have an early night. Probably should have all had an early night, really. It's not ideal, though, is it, really? It's not ideal at all. Is that not weird though to you guys that the deadline is just happened 2 hours before the match? Does it say that in the rules? I need to check. I don't really want to, but I mean, if anyone's got the rules in front of them, this is just ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. What are we gonna do? Okay, so the app says 4, so I'm assuming it will be 3 based on today. Yeah, I mean, who knows, Kieran, at this point? Who knows? Wow. Yeah, that's not good, is it? Really? I mean, fortunately, was anyone in the chat really affected by that? Oh, what's that? Was anyone in the? Let me refresh it. See what happens. Was anyone in the chat massively affected by that move there? They will open it again. Why have I? What is this? What's going on? Why have I not got a team now? Someone should do one of those GIFs of someone taking a mask off someone pretending to be UEFA, but it's actually pretending to be being UEFA, but pretending to be FIFA or something like that. I feel like that would be funny. It's not really funny though, is it? What has happened here? Bruh, I just woke up. I thought there's another hour. It showed. The rules say you can make subs add, but whether they code it correctly. Now it's 6:13 and it's locked. Mass player inactivity in game 1 will be there. Well, I haven't got a team apparently. So, has anyone else not got a team currently? I don't have a team, apparently. Am I signed in? Oh, it signed me out. Sorry about this screen. I didn't change my team. I was messaging someone, so it's the one I sent. Who are you messaging at this time, Aj? I was back and forth between Pavlidis and Moani, the 12th one being not too first. Should have said 12, changed half my team, but hadn't confirmed. Chances maybe they cancelled the tournament due to low viewership. Quite funny. You need to sign in. I know. FIFA kicks me out a lot. Yeah, okay, so I have a team again. Woohoo! The deadline has still gone, though, being the issue. Okay, should we just have a look at Matchday 2 briefly? I don't know what everyone's plans are. This is Matchday 2. I know it's annoying. I also haven't got the lineups yet. How would I get the lineups with a broken phone? It's a Saturday night. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough, mate. I just I live a very limited life now, mate, so Saturdays is a weekday to me. Especially when there's no football on. You should have a team. Can someone just drop the lineups for, just as a comment, just drop the lineups for Inter Miami and Al Ali, because at the moment I can't seem to get a signal. I sent the Al Ali. Yeah, I know, Kieran, but I haven't actually got signal for some reason, which is not ideal. So if you can, if anyone could just kind of like copy and paste, because I can't even send messages. I don't know why. It's a disaster, isn't it? My phone's not working. The deadline's gone 2 hours early. It's pretty carnage, this, isn't it? Yeah, valleys, that's what it is. That's what it is. Very weird. Yeah, it's not ideal. You know, I do feel for people actually, because a lot of people would have been tinkering. They would have been trying out different things, putting players in, putting players out. I mean, luckily, I hadn't confirmed anything at all. I don't think I would have changed much anyway. I think Ashawa and Ustari, I mean, they're in now, so there's nothing much I can do. Yeah, I'm still on. So it's fine. That's the Shanaway Cocodarius. Haney starts, okay. Trezeguet. Yeah. Assuming Massey's starting, is he? I'm assuming Massey's starting. I don't think anyone's mentioned Inter Miami yet. Does Massey no Miami lineup? I wonder why Al Ali have gone early then. Yeah, I wonder why they've gone. I wonder why they've gone early. So there's no Inter Miami lineup. I wonder if I can even search. Is Twitter down, or is it literally my internet? I don't know what's going on. I'm not going to ask if everyone enjoyed my first live stream, because that would be taking the mick, wouldn't it? Because of this. I mean, what can we do at this point? What can we do? We can only just ride it out, can't we, and see what happens. I mean, I've got Ashawa playing, I've got Ustari playing, I hope. Again, there's no Inter Miami lineup just yet, so yeah, it's weird. Very weird. So in terms of Matchday 2, I don't know if anyone wants to hear this. I'm just going to have a look at my lineup for Matchday 2 before we end there and cry for the rest of the night. Matchday 2 currently, so Bayern with a slightly tougher game. Inter Miami, Porto isn't ideal. The fixtures look okay again, don't they? I think, we've set up for this. Ashawa does have... I mean, I was questioning Ashawa at one point, but Palmeiras isn't easy either. Team looks okay. Twitter app seems down. Website's okay. Right, so that's good to know. So not only is Twitter down, but the Fantasy Club World Cup Fantasy app is broke. All they lied to us about the deadline. What a night. What a first night it's been. Yeah, thanks, Diego. Apparently Messi and Suarez start. I did consider Messi. I really wanted Messi. I did really want Messi at one point. The only problem with Messi is that I would have had to use 12 man or take out Kane, Haaland, or Mbappe. There was a point where I did consider taking out Haaland, but I just think like if I want him next week as well, so yeah, for me, Messi came out in the end. Yeah, Kieran, I've just got your lineup. Is there any major surprises in that Al Ali lineup at all? If we head over to FFC, we will be able to see if there was any surprises in the Al Ali lineup. So, Shanwi at the back, Coca Dairy, Yasser Haney, Hamadi, Marwan. Few different changes. Yeah, few changes. So have we had Inter Miami then? Yeah. Has anyone? Have we had? So we have. Okay, we have a lineup now. So Ustari, Marcelo, Allen, David Martinez, Falcon, Picard, Sergio Busquets, Allende, Cremasacci, Suarez, Lionel Messi, Segovia. Oh, I'm already having Messi FOMO. Oh, is that so? Which account is that from, Kieran? Is that from? I wonder if I can find it. I wonder if I can find it. The lineup to Inter Miami. Nope, I can't because I'm using the app and Twitter's down. Twitter's down. So yeah, so it's a 1 o'clock kickoff then, isn't it? Let me just look. Let's get off this screen because it's quite boring, isn't it? Let me just go back to. Let's go back to the main pitch. A few glitches there. I just want to have a quick look at. Oh, they've got the rules here. They've got how to score here. So midfielders. So a shower every 3 tackles. A point for every 3 tackles. A point for every 2 chances created. 6 for a goal scored. FIFA knew they messed up, so they took that on Twitter. What's going on? What's going down, Lewis? Who messed up, or have they messed up? I think they've messed up. I think they've put 12 p.m. I think they've put 12 a.m. as the deadline for UK. For UK. Well, I had 12 o'clock deadline for UK, and it looks like it was at 11 o'clock. So yes, it's been pretty carnage here, Reedy. It's been carnage, absolute mayhem. So yeah, do you know what? I think I've been quite lucky because I didn't really make too many changes. I did have, I think I was messing around a little with the midfielders a bit, wasn't I? I was trying to move Trent around, and I was trying to also trying to move a couple of bits around, but I didn't save it, so fortunately everything still looks quite intact. Now that doesn't mean that I still don't have Ustari against a shower. It's not ideal. Best case scenario is probably a shower. What's his ownership? Can't see it now. Can I see it if I go on? Matchday 2 transfers. Wow, a shower is 30.8% owned. Did anyone know that? That is crazy. That is really good. That is really high. I literally did my team at 10 p.m. Yeah, it was probably a good job. I think that's because the game was firstly at 2, but then moved to 1. So the game has been moved. Is that what we're saying? They've not moved the game, surely. They've not moved the game, have they? Just, has the game been moved? Reedy. Got ya. It's not. I don't think the game's been moved. It's still saying that for me, it's still saying that the game's on at 1 o'clock in the morning. So, I mean, I don't know if you're asking me if the match has actually changed or you're telling me, but I haven't seen anything to suggest that it has moved to 12 o'clock. If it has moved to 12 o'clock, I might as well watch it at this point. I kind of hope it isn't. It isn't at 12 because I'll probably end up watching it. I don't want to watch it. Well, I do, but I also want to sleep. I'm pretty surprised people are still in this live stream and haven't just like gone into meltdown. Who is still in anyway? Give us a shout if you're still in. I don't know if chat's still working. It seems to have kind of glitched slightly. I'm not too sure if it's a glitch or if anyone's just kind of trying to deal with anxiety after that whole situation. So yeah, 2 good lineups for Inter Miami and Al Ali. Okay, guys. Well, I think we're going to have to leave it there. I've carried on for half an hour more than probably should have, considering the deadline went at 11 unexpectedly. If you've stayed throughout the whole stream, then thanks a lot. Remember to like and subscribe to get alerts and stuff when I kind of make these videos next. It'll be a team reveal probably for Matchday 2 next. Once we stop reeling from obviously everything that's happened in terms of the lineup anyway, the deadline. So you went with Messi and Suarez. Messi and Suarez. Oof. That's going to be fun. They were deadly. Well, they are deadly in MLS. I remember last year they were 2 good MLS fantasy assets. So I really look forward to hearing all your pronunciations of players all through this competition. As long as I don't have to read out the predicted lineup for Ulsan HD. Oh, Messi Cap. So you've gone with Messi Cap and Suarez. So you've basically got triple Miami attack. That is tasty. I mean, I wouldn't do it, but it is fun, isn't it? It's fun until it doesn't work, but it is quite fun. I'd be looking forward to that. So, yeah, I'm going to leave the stream there, guys. Really appreciate you joining. Obviously, thanks to those who watched the original video, my first ever video on my first stream. Thank you for those that have joined and stayed throughout, because I know a few have stayed throughout the whole 3 hours. And yeah, I just really appreciate everything that you've done. So it's not ideal what's happened tonight with the deadline, but I think we'll get past it. So, and we'll learn from it more importantly. So yeah.